Hello everyone! Let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Grady. I am 19 years old. I came from a small city from Indonesia called Lumajang. I came from a humble beginnings. But what I wanted to tell you? I wanted to tell you my story of how I now became a startup company funded by others in the age of 19, even before I made the product myself. It's just an idea, and someone managed to give investment to my idea. And I want to tell you how I got here. You know, when I was a little boy, I was always getting bullied. And as a matter of fact, I don't actually have any advantage compared to other startup founders like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. I was basically zero. Zero, I tell you. There was literally no big advantage except for my own biology. I might be born smart, but that's it. My family was always been either unsupportive of me or either they just do not have the capacity to support me. So it was really heartbroken for my own self. Usually when you hear someone saying a startup founder, they must be funded by their own parents or their friends. No! For myself, I was actually being funded by a stranger. We only met for 2 months. Yeah. So let's get back first. Let me clarify first. I don't really have any advantage to be compared to other startup founders. I was basically zero. Not only that, I got a lot of disadvantages. In the past, I was almost reaching to the point of depression because I was bullied for 1.5 years in elementary school. Why? Because my friends thought I was cute and that I don't really have the capacity to become very muscular, and that I really hate some of the weird stuff that they did on school. And they said to me, I was not manly at all. And I said, that's not actually manly. But they were actually sociopathic kids. So no wonder that I got bullied by the whole class, especially that my own class really likes wrestling, like John Cena did on WWE, except that they replicated German suplex onto my own self. How fucked up was that? Huh? Well, that almost made me want to kill myself, actually. But the longer I feel, the longer I live, the longer it's been getting better day by day. In middle school, there are no more bullying, but there's another type of bullying. It's called discrimination of money. If you don't have any assets or your parents are broke, I get bullied. It's only verbal, it's only verbal. Unlike the elementary school that bullied me for verbally and then physically bullying. But still, my family is still broke. I don't have any money. My parents even lend from other people in order for me to get into an elite school inside of that little small city. And that was basically the starting point of my life. That was the turning point of my life. In the past, I really love science. Like biology, physics, chemistry. But because of that middle school, I made a turning point. I realized that I needed to be rich. In order to gain my own freedom, I needed to be rich to gain more money. And so, I tried starting my own business. It's selling my own answers to other people for a price point. Because it's in Indonesia, it will be much cheaper to say that one question equals $1, including multiple question based answer. It's $1, and everyone just agreed because they were so rich. And I exploited that opportunity, but I eventually just become very dumb. I expended my money for buying games. Yeah. So not only I was, dumb at first, I was really making bad financial decisions. And then so I made my own point that I think I don't know anything about the world. I wanted to study how the world works. I wanted to study on how their parents be rich. So I changed my strategy. I made my own 10-year plan. I made my own 10-year plan in order to make myself be advantageous compared to those other rich people that I really just get pissed off at. You know what I did? I tried to befriend their parents. I tried talking to their parents instead of my rich kid's friend about how their business works. And because I was just literally looked very vulnerable at that time, they just spilled the secrets onto me, and I learned very fast, very quickly. And then I started to search on Google about self-improvement on the internet. I remember my favorite books is the Letters from John D. Rockefeller to his own son. I really love that book. And from that point on, I decided to search for myself on what does the school doesn't even teach me anything. So, what I found is that I needed to study behavioral psychology, business, finance, and then I need to play my own stock market. So, I studied behavioral psychology, and I get to understand how people behave, how people worked, and how can I manage other people, how to marketing. I studied a lot, and day by day I was actually getting better. Despite my money getting wasted before, I was giving my own leverage day by day. My leverage is always getting stronger. Knowledge is power, everyone. And on high school, I managed to move into a kind of bad place. It's a national level school. It's a national high school. So it's not like private high school because my parents still, it got due to COVID, they didn't want me to move into another big city. So I still studied myself day by day on the internet. And then I decided to give myself more and more leverage. It's not about the leverage actually. I am searching for something greater. I need the mindset, I need the wisdom, I need the insight so that I can literally find my own investor, and the investor is very confident in myself. I forged myself like the steel iron in front of the anvil, and I hammered my own self. I made myself the sharpest sword of all. I wanted so that I could cut the toughest woods. And I don't actually know how to measure what is the sharpest point of a knife. Because the knife is myself. Literally. But as I can see for myself, the longer I study, the longer I get isolated from other friends in my high school. Because I cannot really relate to them now. They are still discussing about anime, while I am focusing on forging myself. and then stressing myself to become the very best people that everyone needs the most. To become an international, a world-class person, as I say previously. At first, I was actually felt pretty lost. Like, no one will actually, find me. There's no one that maybe thinks like me. But then I found someone. It's an old uncle. A lost sibling, I say. And his personality is very similar to me. Like from the age of 18, he already learned very much. He already learns a lot. And he knows basically everything. How can I feel really happy. And then from that moment on, I feel like, as I was saying, sorry, that's my friend here. I live in a five people dorm. Yeah, and everyone is here is basically from other countries outside of my own. So, where I was saying, so from that moment forward, I decided for myself that I wanted to find people that are similar to me, people that are hardworking, high achiever, that wanted to make for the world a better place, the ones that wanted to become a world-class person like me. Because I found that person, that old uncle, was 81 years old and he's still studying every day. Like, how can I say? He's literally my type. I thought everyone was just being lazy in Indonesia. But no, I was wrong. I was stereotypically wrong. Because I live in a small city. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, in order for myself to expand even further, I went to China. I went to study in China with the basically Chinese teaching degree out of desperation. And I failed on I didn't pass on the HSK level 5 exam. But actually, I'm a very good teacher, to be honest. So, it's still quite good. Right now I study in Jinan University, and as you can see from my camera, the friends that just recently saw at me is someone from Southeast Asia too. I live in the five people room. Look. Yeah, my bed is upside. But that doesn't stop me from my own ambition. I studied, and then there was this moment of truth. I actually wanted to do this startup company like 3 years later. But then, there's this one old uncle. Yes, another uncle. He's like very old. But he suddenly studied Mandarin with me. But the most interesting part is that he introduced me to one of my investors right now. And then we got along together because my investor here lives in China for a while, and he's also Indonesian. So we got to be together like almost every day for 3 months straight. And then the best part is that he introduced me to a company that wanted to invest in my own personal ambition. And then I suddenly start to do speech. I started to pitch my own ideas into that company. And then the company just agreed. Oh my god. This was the moment of truth. My investment on myself really paid off. If not because of those uncle that agreed to me. If not because of those people that knows my insightful ideas and stories and my own personality mindset that I have been built since at middle school, I would not have even get the investment at all. So this is very much a struggle, and I finally get the ultimate leverage that I really wanted, which is to open my own startup company. I am now making a game. a Chinese teaching multiplayer online game on Roblox. And they say this is a good idea. Whereas my own mother and my own father just rejected my idea straight, blunt to my face. And then my friends just said, that's a really bad idea. Why Grady? Why did you even think of that? That's a really bad idea. Almost everyone rejected me. I even tried to pitch from those rich middle school parents, and they also said they don't know about this kind of stuff, and they immediately rejected me. And finally, after long ways of struggle, I can finally announce myself out to the world, out to the public, out to this YouTube, Instagram, social media, that I finally have the ultimate leverage, which is, it's not actually a leverage, the ultimate dream of my own, which is to start my own business, to start my own startup company. And today I announce to every one of you that I have already made the game that I promised to myself to make it. I will give the link in the bio. But it's actually a struggle, isn't it? It's really making me very, very tired actually after doing the startup project. I have been trying to balance my own personal life and my own school life. And I have actually struggling on my own score, on my own personal Mandarin score in my school. It's because it's actually starting a startup company is actually very hard, Then for the closing of the video, I just wanted to say, can you guys, like-minded people that heard my voice from everywhere in social media, to help me craft forward this amazing product that I wanted to make. It's for the community, it's for everyone. I made a Discord link down below. I just wanted to make like-minded minds meet, and then those who liked my idea to just unite together, all by one Discord community. I wanted for everyone's support for this to happen. Thank you all. I am still not a hero yet. I am still in between of zero to hero. I wanted my story to inspire everybody else that have been suppressed or oppressed by everybody else on their lives, that didn't found their way like myself. I wanted to say that there is still hope. You can still make your own plans for yourself. You can still try to change the life for the better. I know that darkness is everywhere, but I just wanted to be this video as one of the representation of the light of everyone that is trapped in the darkness right now. I wanted those who wanted to lose hope after hearing my video to just rise forward, and then make those wheels go alight again, like the fire that are going to die, but lit bright again, shine bright. I wanted everyone to say, you are not alone. I experienced it. I endured it. And for the last time, thank you for hearing my complaints. And I hope that you didn't abandon any hope at all. Thank you. Post-edit video Grady here. I just wanted to say that thank you everyone for hearing me out. And then I wanted to ask everyone, if you play Roblox, please try my game. And then please give feedback in Discord. I don't actually care about the likes, but you can still like for the algorithm, of course. If you think my my opinions do matter. Please like it, and then please try play the Roblox game, and then say it to me, or like say it in the comments below. Does my game suck? Or do you have any thoughts or ideas, or do you have any criticisms? But I would actually prefer for you to talk in Discord so that I could directly respond, and then just directly pin on inside my newly made Discord channel. You know, on the fan feature ideas. I just wanted to just forward it directly with the much hassle from copying it from YouTube. That's it. Thank you.